The police in Bihar are probing the disturbing case of a 10-year-old boy who is alleged to have killed 3 children, all below a year old. Amarjeet Sada, an enigmatic figure cloaked in darkness and mystery, emerged from the serene village of Mushahar in Bihar, India. In a place where simplicity and struggle intertwined, his birth added another layer of complexity to his parents' already challenging journey. At the tender age of 7, fate intervened, bringing a new addition to their humble abode, a baby girl, both a source of joy and an added burden to their already fragile resources. The story of this child is sure to astonish and shock you. Amarjeet was a lonely child who found comfort in unusual things. He liked to climb trees and explore the area around his home, which helped him escape from the boring parts of life. His parents, who didn't have much money, hoped he would have a better life. But Amarjeet's actions turned their hopes into disappointment. Instead of being loving and bringing happiness, Amarjeet became a bringer of darkness, destroying the happiness around him. Amarjeet's transformation began when his aunt left her child in the care of his family while she went to the city. Amarjeet's mother, struggling to find food, had to go to the market, leaving him in charge of his cousin and younger sister. This was a heavy responsibility for a child with a troubled fate. His cruel acts started to come to light. He began by pinching and slapping the helpless baby, finding pleasure in her cries. But Amarjeet's dark urges drove him to do more. He squeezed the baby's throat, stopping her from breathing and making her cry even more, desperately trying to get air. He hid the lifeless body in the grass and went back home as if nothing had happened. When his mother found out about the terrible things Amarjeet had done, she was shocked. But his father only punished him physically. They didn't involve the police. They also lied to his aunt to keep the truth from her. The tragedy continued when Amarjeet's next victim was his 8-month-old sister. He suffocated her while they slept. Disturbingly, some family members were aware of the atrocities that unfolded within the confines of their household. Yet these acts were labeled as family matters. Silence prevailed, allowing the horrors to persist. It was not until 2007 that the outside world would glimpse the true nature of Amarjeet's depravity. His alleged final victim, a 6-month-old baby girl named Khushbu, disappeared without a trace from a local primary school. The baby's mother Chunchan Devi has told police that she had left her sleeping in the primary school Tuesday evening. When she returned after a while, the baby was missing and a search was launched. Hours later, Amarjeet, with a cold demeanor, admitted to the heinous act, strangling the innocent child and striking her with a brick. In a horrifying demonstration of his twisted psyche, he readily guided the locals to the location of where he had buried her dead body. In the custody of the authorities, Amarjeet's face bore a haunting smile, a mask shielding the depths of his disturbed mind and a representation of evil. A psychologist, faced with unraveling the complexities of his twisted psyche, labeled Amarjeet as a sadist who derives pleasure from inflicting injuries, a chilling revelation of his dark desires. Amarjeet was spared prison due to the Indian judicial system's treatment of young criminals. Instead, he was imprisoned in a children's home, where he would remain until the age of 18, as required by Indian law. At the age of 16, he was eventually allowed back into society under a new name. His present whereabouts are still unknown. And so, the story of Amarjeet Sada, a tragic figure lost in the shadows of his own making, fades into the annals of history, leading us to ponder the depths of darkness that can reside within the human soul.